Hello everyone, my name is Bryan and this is my story. I lived in Ottawa for almost 4 years now. I was born and raised in Kigali, Rwanda by my wonderful parents who were devout Christians. I learned a lot about Christ ever since I was a young age, but I never really knew Christ. When I was 7 years old, me, my mom, my dad, and my brother moved to Hong Kong. For the longest part about it is that I was always struggling socially. I didn't fit in necessarily with a lot of groups. However, we ended up leaving Hong Kong in 2020, which was really heartbreaking. My parents were trusting in God's plan, so we moved to Edmonton when I was 12, and the experience was a little bit strange, but also really amazing. Getting to see, just the wonders of Canada, the snow and whatnot for the first time. I also went to school in Edmonton, and I would say that it's definitely better than Hong Kong, whereas I could relate to a few people, but I always felt like I was being left out. I didn't really have anybody to hang out with. I didn't really have anybody to. Then God told my mom to move to Ottawa, which again, I was like, oh, I'm moving yet again. I'm switching from one place to another. I came to Ottawa in 2022, and by this point, I was almost done. I didn't really like going to school anymore. I didn't really like interacting with other people that much anymore. I started going to Bethel in early 2022. I'll say definitely this church is amazing. Every single time I walk in through the entrances, I'm greeted with smiles, I'm greeted with handshakes and hugs, but also the fact that, I knew that this was a place for me. All written over it was, "You belong." And I couldn't want anything other than that from anywhere else. I started going to junior high more and more on Sundays, and I really found my crowd there. I felt like I belonged. I felt like I was at home. We went to junior high camp in 2022, and that honestly was a life-changing experience because of the fact that at camp I learned so much more about Jesus. Not even from the services, those were amazing. I learned a lot, but even interacting with different, pastors or interacting with different leaders, and even just learning more about God and through people and through His Word. Over that summer, I started growing closer and closer to God. I made the decision that I want to get baptized. So coincidentally, in August, they offered baptism. I signed up immediately. I told my parents, I literally ran to them. I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to sign up for it. And I was really excited to really just give my life to Christ. During that time, I started going to Bethel even more, with Bethel Praise on Wednesdays, and also just being in junior high more often. I remember there was one specific night where Pastor Matthews came up to me right after Wednesday prayers, and he said, are you doing junior high? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, what grade are you in? I'm going to grade 9. So he's like, okay, so the cap is like grade 8. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And he offered me to go to Friday youth nights. And I was like, okay, I'll see if I'm free on Friday. So then I went, and ever since then, I just couldn't stop going. It's amazing the fact that we could dedicate a night and dedicate just a big room of young people to come together and really pour our hearts out for God. I would definitely say that there's no other group of people that I say I feel this close and this home to than my sanctuary family. They push me closer to being with God more, to being with Christ more, to grow into that relationship. As the word says, as iron sharpens iron, so does a brother sharpens another brother. During all the time I had with my sanctuary family, I felt so close to not only each and every single one of them, but also just closer to God through that. Ever since I was a kid, I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. And I would say those were really dark times in my life where I didn't even feel like I could go to school on some days. But thankfully, God healed me of that burden. He took it off my shoulders and I was able to live more freely. What I would like my church family to know is God is close. He's close, he's not far. Even when you feel left out, even when you feel separated from other people, he's not far. Christ is always there for you and he loves you. So much so that he even died on the cross for you. There's a couple verses that I wanted to share with you guys that have helped me throughout my life and has even helped me throughout my testimony. Psalms 34 verse 18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Nehemiah 8 verse 10, go and enjoy choice food and sweet drinks and send some to those who have nothing prepared. This day is holy to our Lord. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. John 16 verse 33, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulations, but take heart, I have overcome the world. The things that I was worried of, God answered those prayers. Gave me such a beautiful family. My mom, my dad, 2 siblings, and soon to be 3. And he also has blessed me with such a beautiful youth group and a beautiful church family. So in all your prayers, know that God hears you and God will answer you because he has done it for me and he can do it for you too. I'm Bryan, and this is my story.